Confronting high credit card debt can feel scary, but the good news is, if you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt, financial relief options are now available. National Debt Relief is currently offering debt relief designed to reduce what you owe and put you on the fast track to becoming debt-free. If you qualify for debt relief, you may be able to pay back less than what you owe and save thousands of dollars. Just visit nationaldebtrelief.com. Imagine only paying one low monthly program payment you can afford and saving money as you become debt-free. National Debt Relief has already helped bring debt relief to over 550,000 U.S. consumers, earning thousands of five-star reviews and an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau. You're stronger than your credit card debt. Let today be the day you start turning things around. Take the first step and visit nationaldebtrelief.com to see what debt relief you may qualify for. That's nationaldebtrelief.com.
Gentlemen, we're not supposed to be here.
This is a closed course.
Welcome to Closed Course, presented by Pins and Aces, where the mic is open and the drinks are cold. This is the spot where golf meets good company. Athletes, artists, reality stars, and the pros who live on the greens. From tee boxes to tour buses, from green rooms to greens, we're asking the questions you won't hear anywhere else. We talk sports, we talk life, we talk everything in between. No scorecards, no pressure, just good vibes and stories that'll make you laugh, think, and maybe even grab your clubs. So let's tee it up and let it fly. Hello, everyone, and welcome to your favorite golf podcast, Close Course. I'm your host, Blake Horsley, with my co-hosts, Eric, Liam, and Nick. Today, we got the whole squad. We've got a very special guest today, a good friend of ours, an absolute machine at linebacker on Sundays for the Broncos. By far, one of the biggest fan favorites here in Denver. He was a Montana State standout that fought his way into becoming one of the most relentless linebackers in the NFL. You've seen him flying around the field, and we've seen him personally grip it and rip it on the course. Coming off a newly signed contract. Welcome to the Closed Course, Alex Singleton.
Hey.
Yeah, man.
Hey. Good intro, Blake.
Yeah, dude. Congrats
was nice.
on the contract, man.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's nice to be done, and staying in Denver, which is ultimately the best thing that can happen.
Absolutely. What's that process like? Like, when did that start? You know what I mean? Like the negotiations, more or less.
It's a miserable time. People think free agency in the NFL is like, it is exciting for the fans. Like, I think the NFL does everything for media and growing the game the right way. Like, the season ends in February, so you get, August through February is football season, and then, January is, or February, and then March is free agency, and combine is February. So they stretch it all out. But for us, free agency sucks.
Yeah.
You go into it, you don't really talk to the team. So, like, the season ends, and it's like, hey, you're a free agent. You meet with the GM, you meet with your head coach, you meet with the position coach, and it's like, hey, we want you back. Or, some guys just get told, like, hey, we don't want you back. Like, go to free agency, see what happens. And then, in my case, it was like, hey, we want you back. We'll talk to your agent. We'll get things going, but just, like, stay in contact.
So are you allowed to talk to the team, or is that kind of like a thing? Where
You can. I would go in. Like, I live here. I train here. Yeah. Like, I either work out of my house or I go to the facility. But you go in, and it's just kind of like, hey, how you doing? But you don't really talk. Like, you're not gonna. Business. Do I want to go upstairs and have them be like, here's the things you didn't do good this year, and you're like, you're gonna use that to not make money. So it's all that stuff, and like, so it's your agent job. It really starts around the combine. Your agent starts talking to the team. You kind of have those first initial conversations, but really not until that first day of free agency do they like talk.
Wow.
And some get it done like the day before, like Justin Schneid and, a couple guys got their stuff done the night before. But, like, sometimes the teams kind of just want to see where everybody else in the league is, so they wait till that morning exactly starts. And that's
the dominoes start falling.
And then that's when it starts. So it's crazy. We know as little as everybody else does. So, like, when the media's tweeting, like, we think this guy's going to go here, it's not usually very true. Yeah. So.
Well, and also it's like a business decision, right? So to your point of letting teams see where the chips fall, if there's hey, we love what you did, Alex, but there's a new linebacker that's, entering free agency as well. Is he going to re-sign or is he not? Maybe we want this guy more than we want you. Maybe, right? Or
every team can do that.
And everyone's kind of looking at the market price of other position players in that
everything.
position.
Yeah. That's the whole thing. Like, you might be, you could think you're the best guy in the league at whatever, and I mean, they could have a full set, like, hey, we're going to go this way. That's why I mean, that's why I love that I'm back. Like talking to the team, being around them, like I knew they wanted me back, and I knew I was gonna be back, and it just takes time. Like that's what I mean. It sucks. Like I mean, we could have gotten it done the day the season ended, but that's just how the process is and how the NFL free agency works. But like, I mean. The morning free agency started, they were like, hey, we're bringing you back. We're not talking to anyone else. We're not bringing anybody else in. So it was like, cool. I knew we were going to get it done. It was just getting it done.
That was my next question. Were you nervous at all?
I knew. Like, it wasn't like my agent was like, hey, they're talking to blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Like, if we don't get this signed, we're going to have to find somewhere else to play. It was like, talking to the team, like, it would never came down to any of that. Gotcha. So it was a good day. It's just like, it's that day. Like, it's not like I knew for weeks, like, hey, we're going to get this done. It was like more like, hey, we're going to get this done. But then that's the only conversation you have is we're going to get this done. So then by the time, it starts, you just get, reckless. Is my agent talking to other teams? Other teams call, see where you're at, kind of want to know what's going on. You kind of, try to see what's out there, but then it's like also, do you want to leave? And it was like, no, I didn't want to leave. So then you play that whole game, and obviously, we got it done, and we're here, and we're happy.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like I was sharing with him before the show, like I know VJ pretty well, top of VJ, and he was like, Alex ain't going.
I remember you mentioned that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean,
can't lose the captain.
I was gonna say, yeah.
No, and I love VJ more than anything in the world. I think our 3 years we've been together have been the best, and I would like to think that, without me, it'd be a little different. So I appreciate him saying that. And I feel the same way though. Like, I think, I give him eyes and ears on the field and a voice that, I don't think a lot of players would be able to do. So
It's so interesting because obviously in golf, like the 4 major sports, you have all that, negotiation stuff. But golf, it's just like you win or and you make money. You lose, you don't make any money. So it's just so different. And it's kind of interesting the way golf works compared to like these major sports and stuff when it comes to contracts.
Based on what you were saying about your thumb, I don't think you're making money in golf anytime soon.
You
see his thumb?
So my thumb. I broke my thumb twice this season. So I broke it once in training camp. So I got a plate put in, and then I had a cover on it through the rest of training camp. And then week 1, we're playing, and I was like, hey, I want to wear a lighter brace because I was like, it's already been 6 weeks, like it's healed. So the first week, then I break the top bone during the game. Oh my God, like of course, right when I think it's healed, it just re-breaks. So then now it's just, I have like a gimpy thumb. So I tried to golf about a month ago, and it was atrocious. Right. Not that it wasn't already before that, as you guys all know, but it just got like, now I have no feeling in the top of my thumb. Like there's no like feel in it or bend.
You did the Nick Mertz club toss.
Yeah, exactly.
It's gross, but
did you get surgery on that? Or
So I had surgery in August, and then didn't have surgery on the top part, which there's really no reason to. But now, I have no.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's fun.
It always blows my mind when players are like, "Yeah, I did this, week 1, this week 3," and then they don't have surgery or whatever until after the season. I'm like, y'all fucking animals, man. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, I think we had a bunch of guys. Yeah. And obviously, we'll talk about some of the other stuff I had this year. But when I went in for a CT scan at one point this season, the person who read my CT scan asked if I was a car accident patient because I had like 3 fractured ribs. And I was like, no, that was from week 1, and it was like 10 weeks later, which is kind of funny.
I'm in about 32 accidents a day.
The day, honestly. Literally every Sunday.
Because that's kind of the impact of those like short.
Yeah, I think they say collisions. It's like 25 to 30 miles per hour.
Yeah.
And I play 85 plays a game, so if you just say 50.
It makes me nervous thinking about it. I would be the worst football player in the history. It was so funny. I played high school in golf. Not to make this about me, of course, but I won this tournament when I was in high school, and the local paper did like an article on me. And the whole article was I had a 10-inch growth spurt in 1 year. Jeez. I was 5'2", 160, and I became 6 foot 130. So I grew 10 inches and lost 30 pounds, and then I settled out to 6'2". Anyways, the whole article was Nick could be like every high school coach is drooling over this guy's build. He'd be a perfect receiver. And all my friends are like, this guy would suck. Like, what is this whole article about football? And I hate it. I played like 1 year of tackle football. I'm like, this is not for me. I did not like getting hit, did not like hitting people. I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Straight back to golf.
Straight back to
Straight back to that.
Still have a body of a Greek god,
yeah,
though.
I do. Well, from like the top of the hip below the belly button. Back vibe with the Greek god. So.
The V.
How was that? You played in the Corn Ferry event last year. I don't think I ever got to talk to you about that because I was gone. What did you think about that, the pro-am?
Dude, it was so sick. I mean,
Yeah.
two guys we played with, I mean, were obviously really good. And it's
Yeah,
crazy.
thanks, you're talking about Blake. And I.
I mean, this group, it was really, I don't even know what pros we played with. It was just us.
It was
one of us
John
Chan-
Major.
It was
you
John, us three, Chandler.
Who's now in
Blanchard. Is
Oh,
that-
really?
Yeah,
he was good.
great. Yeah.
And then I can't remember who we played the back line with.
I don't
Yeah.
remember
He was
But
an older guy.
the
Yeah.
Chandler guy was incredible.
Chandler was-
Such
And he
a
was
good
awesome.
guy,
I mean,
too,
like
yeah.
we said, I mean, I sucked. And he was like, Alex, do that. Like from 100 yards away, he'd be like, hey, do this. It'll go better. And like you listen and it's just like, how do you know that?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. And he was like, yeah, he just moved up, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he just got his card.
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
like 2 weeks prior, he had just played in the U.S. Open.
Yeah.
Like as an amateur.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's a stud.
Yeah, or qualified.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
good. He's like a big name. He'll be good on tour.
Yeah, he'll be
He'll
good
be
on
a
tour.
consistent player.
Yeah, he was really cool. And like, so it was a really good time. Like, that was my first time. I mean, literally the first time I ever saw pros play was the year before I took my dad for his 60th to the Masters. So we did Saturday, Sunday. And that was the first time I had ever seen like a pro hit a ball. So like,
Really?
obviously following around like Scotty, and that was the year like Tiger's first year back. Like seeing all that was like obviously really, really cool. But then like the next time being around it was like playing in one was like, oh, this is sick. Like it was just really cool.
different. Comes off the club face different.
It's just so
Oh, yeah.
crazy.
It
When
is.
I did it 2 years ago, it was like my pro. It felt like he had a birdie putt on every hole, maybe except one. It was just like, did he make it or not?
Yeah.
You know, for me, it's like, yeah, I had a birdie putt, but he has like 17 birdie putts.
Yeah.
It's just like whether they make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
Just
crazy,
crazy.
that like they don't make it more than they do, which
Yeah.
makes it even crazier to think
Yeah.
about. Like, wait, you guys are good at everything else but putting.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
Work on that, right?
Yeah,
And
exactly.
It blows my mind.
So do you get out a lot during the season? Obviously, probably.
During the season,
Yeah,
no, I'm not a kicker or punter.
You
Those
have a
guys,
job.
Yeah, yeah. You
Or a basketball player in NBA.
You have to.
Yeah.
That's what I don't get.
meetings.
How they like
Those guys
just
play
play,
a lot,
golf.
They'll
I don't.
play game day. They'll play in the morning.
Yeah.
And then go play.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, hockey does it too.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what they do different than us. I mean, and even like I'll say like I mean their schedule obviously like they play a lot of games, so maybe not every game is like
As important,
end all
that's
be all, but like they also don't. They kind of just play their sport for a living. Like they don't practice like we do. Like their mornings are kind of like open. Like our week
Well,
kind of sucks.
Yeah, hockey,
So
NBA,
true.
they have like an hour practice in the
should
morning.
shoot around.
Yeah,
It's
they
kind of
shoot around.
optional too most of the time.
Yeah.
But you guys are basically a 6 a.m. You're in school.
Yeah, oh, it's 6
real
to
work
6
hours,
every
yeah.
week. Yeah, I mean, I do like saying it's school is kind of how it is. Like you're almost
Because you're in meetings,
back
studying
like
film,
studying.
class. Yeah,
Yeah, you're in
it's
class
crazy.
all week learning about a team, and then you just throw it away for the next week.
Yeah, it's gone. Yeah, that's so
The
true.
worst.
Would your body even allow you to golf during the season? You know what I mean? Would your body be like
I mean,
back and shit? Like,
No,
Yeah.
I don't think you'd
Not
want
you,
to.
yeah.
I never,
Yeah.
God, no. I won't even let, I get massages on my legs. I don't even let them touch my back because of like the whole car accident thing. I think like I feel better when I'm like kind of compressed. Like, cause you don't want, like, if I get my neck loosened before a game and I hit someone on the first play, like it'll like,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh, I gotta like reset it. So instead I just like, I don't touch any of that. And I know like guys do play golf. Like we went over to London this year, like guys will play on Monday cause it's like a cool experience and we'll play, but
Yeah.
I don't, and I also, I'm a casual.
Scratch. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm, maybe the highest scorer on every course I've been to, and so me swinging a club 130 times doesn't really,
It's a lot of swings.
it doesn't benefit my week. Like if I
I
was
don't
a,
get the sciatic nerve.
Yeah.
just fired. If I was a 10, maybe.
What about the off season? You playing golf like coming up? You said football that won't start till August, so you gonna play like this summer? Is it in the cards or?
I mean, yeah, I'll participate. Eric bugs me to get out there, and I should. I need to. I need to. I just want to. You know what? It's frustrating. I think as an athlete, as you guys all know, like when you suck at something, it pisses you off. So you want to like get better at it, but it's also not advantageous in my life now to get better at it.
Yeah.
And so it's like, where do you draw that line of like, okay, do I get lessons 3 times a week, spend, that's 3 hours a week, plus you're going to play. Now we're talking 15, 20 hours a week,
Yeah.
like, being a new dad and trying to be good at football. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
I
which-
do that.
I can wait till I retire. And
I was
then,
just gonna
then
say,
we can start burning
Play
some
12
bridges,
days a year, when you retire every month.
That's
you're
when
a
you
pro-am.
get the lessons
100%.
and,
Yeah.
start making.
That's
That
great.
checks out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty fair. I mean, I don't think it'd be that hard for you to start getting better.
I mean, you're an athlete.
You're athletic enough, right?
There's a lot of room to get better.
Athletic enough, yeah. Can't be too hard. We've seen Rory get better, so.
Has he though?
Yeah, a little bit.
How is it being a new dad, man? Congrats, by the way. I haven't seen you since.
Dude,
yeah.
I know. I love it. It's being a dad's so cool. Like, I think, she's 13 months, almost 14 now. Like, I mean, just hanging out with her is so cool. Like, she does something new every day. Like, learns she's, still speaking alien, just like, and you're like, yeah, whatever, dude. And you like look at her and you're just like, and she's like, you get me today, huh? And she's starting to walk. She crawls everywhere. Like, is getting her own, identity. Like, so it's just really cool. It's fun to be around. It's fun to just like be a part of coming home and just getting like that, just that. Like the excitement, like you never get that from anybody else, and you never have and never will. So that's what I love it so much. I've 3 days a week. We built a garage gym, and I'm in there instead of going to the facility because it's like if I can get in there, knock out my hour and a half and be at home like a lot more time. Like it's just to be with her, and it's the best thing in the world.
And it only gets better, I'll tell you too. Like you have a young one, but when they get to like my youngest are 4 now, about to be 5. Or 3, about to be 4.
Yeah.
I have 4.
How many do you have?
There's 3 about to be 4. But then they can talk. They're out of diapers, and then you come home and they're just like, "Daddy," like jumping on you. That's the best. I honestly did not like the 0 to. I didn't say I wouldn't like it, but like
hated that little shit.
That's why you were never there. You just didn't
exactly.
like it.
The kids are still trying to figure out who I am. But the 0 to like 3 months, like you can't do anything. Like it's just like you're trying to help your wife a little bit. And then like 3 months to a year, it's a little better. But once they start talking and they like calling you daddy, that's the best.
Yeah,
it's just like the baby. I'm like, I'm not a big fan of the baby face. It's just worthless.
Are you gonna put her in golf? Are you gonna put a little golf club in her hand?
Yeah, I hope so. I mean,
I want to do that with Heath. Yeah,
whatever they want to do.
Yeah,
I mean, like that's what I just want them to like just be happy. I don't know. Is that?
Yeah, no, that's 100%.
Like, and I don't even know how to like say that. Like, I don't care what they do as long as they like do it. But I want them to like try everything, like see what they like, whatever.
Especially when they're young too.
Oh yeah.
But I always want Heath to play football, and she's like, "Fuck no, it's tennis and golf." Like that's what she's telling me.
No, it should be baseball.
Baseball.
You make the decisions though, right, Blake?
Yeah, I'm the decision maker in the house.
It's like my house.
Yeah, it's up to you, right?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Nick, you got to tell the story about the corn fairy about your dad.
Oh yeah.
I know we've talked about it before.
We talk about all the
I'm
time.
sure the people haven't heard it. It's such a good.
I was down in Arizona. I was talking to my dad about it too because I think we were talking about getting him on, and he's like, "Oh yeah." That guy. I was like, "Yeah, you were saying some such out of pocket shit to him," and he's like, "No, he loves me. We're good friends." So we're playing in the Corn Ferry, this pro-am, and it's on Wednesday, and I was playing in a group. These guys were playing in a group, and then after there's like drinks and dinner, and it's a good time. And you're playing the course the day before the tournament, and so we're in, and my dad's had a few drinks, and he comes up, and we gave Alex a bag at the Corn Ferry. We had that orange crush bag, and it was like a Broncos color. It was sick.
Yeah.
And so we put the old school Broncos logo on it, and my dad has no idea who he is or who's up here, and he's like, "Oh, look at that! That's you're a Broncos fan? They got a Broncos bag?" And I'm like, "Oh god, here my dad wants to yap." And so he goes, "I'm like, Dad, this is Alex Singleton. He's the captain for the Broncos on the defense." He's like, You play football? Do you know John Major? You gotta know John Major. He's like, no, yeah. He's like, I played with John today. Like, yeah, I met him. And he's like, oh, well, everyone knows John Major. He's just like a legend in Colorado. CU legend. He's like, I didn't know him before, and whatever. My dad just goes on and on about John Major because he played linebacker, and they kind of look similar. They got the same hair, And so he's talking about that, and my dad's like, really? You play football? You don't look big enough to be a football player. You play the linebacker. He's like, you don't look like a linebacker. I'm like,
you're tight end?
Guy, you calm
Shut
down.
the fuck up. Yeah.
Fuck up. What are you
talking
It
about?
was so funny. And then after I stayed with my dad that night because I was caddying for Zakai the next day. And I'm like, what were you saying to that guy? Like, he's a pro football player. I'm like, I bring him out. He's a guest. And you just, are yapping and spewing all this shit. He's like, we were laughing. We were having a good time. He's my buddy. Like, we're like, all right.
That's pretty great.
But that's how my dad
great,
is.
though.
That's
Such a guy story.
It's,
Such a guy story.
that's how he is. It was so funny.
Do you know John Major?
Yeah.
First question.
Yeah.
First question.
Yeah.
That's so good. I'm sure you get a lot of that shit all the time, though. Just crazy people coming up to you, like
guy,
yeah.
like saying, like, you know this guy.
You know
No,
this
it's
guy.
yeah,
ton of
you-
guys
you
coming
know,
up to you.
Yeah, you know everybody, of course. And
Yeah.
then I always get the like, you're big enough, and it's like,
Yeah.
you fucking 6'3", 230. Like, how big are you?
And my
guy,
dad's 5'9", 175. Big are you?
Want to run a slant route?
They line up. Oh, that's great.
Oh, that was so funny. When you were telling me that, I was dying laughing.
It was funny. And my dad doesn't mean, and he took it well. It wasn't like it was offensive. I hope not. But he
No,
was
not
just-
at all.
He was just had a few drinks and was like trying to talk and
And it was right outside the Pins and Aces like setup. So there was like, like the head cover stack. So it was like kind of tall where like I couldn't really see him from the other side of the stack when he started. And so it was
Because he's
just kind of
such a
funny because
big
he's
unit.
like, hey, you got you got that Broncos bag? And it was just like, yeah.
Who's talking to me right now?
Stand up, sir.
The guy that just gave it to me said you're his dad.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. That's
yeah.
so funny.
yeah, it's
Well,
funny.
obviously, last season was an incredible season for the Broncos, and you had headlines obviously everywhere for what you went through, as far as your health and everything. Do you want to get into that a little bit and talk to us about how? Because basically, it was a drug test.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That led to
Everything.
Go into it. Yeah. But
First, it's April 1st when we're recording. I don't know when we're posting, but April is Testicular Cancer Awareness Month. So all
Perfect
month,
timing.
that's cool.
dudes, check your nuts. Literally feel them. Like you feel something, say something. Talk about it. I think it's a serious thing, and it should be a serious
Definitely.
thing. They're your nuts. You like them, so talk about them.
Yeah.
If you feel something, like, don't just tell your buddy. Just go to a doctor. It takes, when I tell this story, you guys are gonna be like, dang, that's how easy it was to find out, get checked. So it's important. Obviously, this month, I'm gonna share it on social media. But if you feel something, say something. It's pretty easy. And girls, if you feel your guy's nuts and it feels a little off,
Feel something?
say something.
Women, help your guys out.
Yeah. It's an extra important month to
Yeah.
be helping your man
Exactly.
Yeah, and feel them extra. Be nice.
Yeah.
You be the
Double
checker.
check.
Yeah, just a lot
Exactly.
of pocket pool.
Yeah, exactly.
Please.
No, yeah. So, long story not short, I guess would be the way to tell it.
Yeah, tell us the story.
Yeah.
So I go into work on a Wednesday. It's the middle of November at this point. No, end of October. I get the letter before we play the Houston Texans. I get a letter on Wednesday, and Wednesdays in the NFL is the longest day. That's when you get out at like 7 p.m. You get in at 6 a.m. But so our mail comes in. Usually they just put in your mailbox, but I had like an urgent letter in my locker, and it's like, all right, I open it, and all of a sudden it's just like the NFL logo on the top, and it's like, you have failed a drug test, and like,
You do. Your heart's
drops. Like it's literally in my nutsack at this time. And so I'm going to the meetings and I'm kind of trying to look at this letter. Cause then there's other guys like, oh, what'd you get a letter for? And I'm like, you don't want to tell it. Like, I don't know how drug testing and NFL suspensions and any of this stuff works. So I look at it and I'm like trying to read it really quick, take a screenshot of it, go to the meeting. But I saw what hormone it said I had failed. It was called HCG. And so I Google it, just kind of sitting in the meeting. Cause now I'm in the back. We're learning about the Texans and I'm like, what the fuck is HCG? I'm not paying attention to a damn thing about CJ Stroud and these guys. I'm like, I could care less. Dude, I am shaking. You feel like you're sweating. You feel like everyone's looking at you. Everyone knows I already failed this drug test.
Because the team doesn't know.
Nobody
right?
knows.
You're the only one who knows.
Yeah, you're the
Team
only.
has
No, so the
clue.
team doesn't know
He
yet.
knows first before they tell
Yeah.
the team.
Wow.
Yeah, so an NFL drug test, which I learned through this process, is so you get the letter in the mail. So this is like any person you've ever seen that gets suspended. This is the process they went through. You don't just get the letter and you're suspended.
Mm-hmm.
So you get the letter, and that's when you take a P test or the blood test, you do an A sample and a B sample.
Okay.
So then not when, because most guys don't fail, they test people all the time. If you fail, you get the results of the A test. So that's what I received that day. And then you get a week to the Dr. Lombardo calls you and is like, you have to call him that day and you just talk about what it is. You have a week to decide if you want to have the B sample tested. And then if you can either like come clean then or get the B sample tested. Obviously, everyone gets the B sample tested. And what you can also do is hire like an attorney to follow the B sample. And if it fails again, which all this happens in Salt Lake City, once it fails again, it has to go to Sweden to get retested. Jesus. And then if it fails again there, then the teams are notified and then suspensions happen. And you can push that almost to like 6 weeks from your original thing.
And
so
the team would not know
the
that
whole
long.
time.
Wow.
And so
And you
like
keep playing in business as usual.
yeah, business as usual. So like why I'm finding out about what's going on with me, because most people that talk to Dr. Lombardo are cheating. Like, you know what I mean? And like they've been caught. And so like also in the NFL, there is no like, hey, like, can you test my protein bottle? Like if it is in this, like, am I good? Like there's no, like if you're taking it, you're failing.
Yeah.
Like, so even if you can prove like it was in this protein, you can sue that company and to win money from them, but you cannot be not suspended in the NFL. Literally the only way to not be suspended in the NFL is to get cancer.
I was just going to say it happened to you. Yeah.
Like literally get cancer. And so, so this Wednesday afternoon, I call him. I kind of go through the whole day of practice, and I'm like texting my agent. Haven't even told my wife yet. My agent and talked to Dr. Lombardo, and it's just kind of like, okay, what the hell is this? But when you Google HCG, hormone in men, it literally is either like it's an injectable drug or you have testicular cancer. Oh, shit. And so I'm like, okay, I don't know if that makes me feel better. So it's like I'm not injecting anything, but also like I play middle linebacker in the NFL. Like I don't have cancer either. Like I don't feel bad. We just had a coach the year before who had cancer. Like, we were on a flight back in the preseason. He like passed out because it was like pushing against his lungs. Like I'm not sick like that. Like I feel fine. So like I don't have cancer either. So like what the fuck is going on?
And are you thinking it could have been like a false positive and like, hey, this is, obviously like
and leading
what the
up
hell?
to that, was that one of those random tests they pop you with in the middle of the season?
Yeah, it was a random test in the middle of the
season. Like,
season.
because you performed so well the week before, kind of thing?
Which,
say that,
yeah. And what's even crazier about it is I had done a drug test 2 weeks before this one and didn't fail. So, which that'll kind of come back to like them tracking these levels that had like started rising from training camp. I had 0 to like the test 2 weeks before. The levels were elevated, but not enough to fail. And then the test 2 weeks later was enough to fail. So it was like exponentially growing in my body.
Right, yeah.
Do they have like an eye on you after they saw those?
No, they
okay.
So it was literally random. So like almost a blessing, obviously in disguise, that I had it the 2 weeks, because sometimes like I haven't had a test since then, and like I was still in like the random drug testing protocol, and so I'm looking this stuff up. I'm talking to my agent, and he's like, "All right, you've looked it up. Like, do your nuts feel funny? Like, is there?" And I'm like, "No, but like I don't know, maybe like we should obviously rule that out. Like if I'm not injecting anything, we should rule this out, because anyone like HCG is like a real drug. Like if you're taking that, it means you were on steroids before and you're taking it to like retell your body to start making its own testosterone again. So like I like to say it's like you're like a real like steroid user. You're not just like a hey, I tried it one time kind of guy. It's like I was on it for years and now I need to like retell my body to start working on its own. So this is on the Wednesday. I go home, obviously tell my wife, and it's like, I mean, obviously the worst conversation I'm having. Like I don't know what to do. I'm freaking out. And so you're kind of just like to yourself. And now, so that's a Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday, we're just kind of, discussing with my agent and my wife and Dr. Lombardo on what to do, what we can do. As Dr. Lombardo, like he only deals with like the guys that are cheating. So he's just like, you can do this kind of stuff. You're not going to have cancer, which I get. Like he's, every guy uses every excuse they can usually when they fail a drug test.
Yeah.
So we're going through all the protocols, all the stuff you can do. And my wife like literally goes on, ZocDoctor or whatever, the app, and she's like, I'll make you an appointment for Monday. And it was like, cool. So we made an appointment for Monday afternoon, and I was like, I told her and my agent, I was like, I don't want to talk about it anymore. I was like, I need to play this game. Like whether I'm going to be suspended 6 weeks or have cancer, like I have to be able to play a football game on Sunday. So we travel Saturday morning, go to Houston, like play the game. And in that entire game, I'm like, just so freaked out pregame to be like, this is probably going to be my last NFL game ever. Like I'm either going to be suspended after this or have cancer and have to do like chemo and all this stuff. So I'm just like, the whole day, the whole weekend sucked. Like it was just a miserable, like mental, just like fight through it, but also like try to enjoy your last game kind of thing.
God, what a mind fuck.
And so like it's fucking horrible. And we go and we win. It was awesome. It was really like a great game. defense played great. And then that's the other thing. It's like, then you have to go and like do your job, at like a really high level. And so it was like, battling all that. And then it was getting on the plane and coming back. And now it's Monday morning. We're going over the film in the morning. And all I'm thinking about is like, I just can't wait for this 4:00 doctor's appointment. Like, I just need to go to this doctor's appointment. Because like I said, if you either fail the drug test and your B sample comes back positive and you fail, or I go to this doctor and find out like, there's a chance I have cancer. I call the team, I get them involved, and we like figure this out. And so I go to the doctor, and when I'm at the doctor, I tell him kind of what's been going on. And, we waited 10 minutes in the waiting room and we're in. So like I said, the Zoc doctor thing was like the best thing ever. We found a urologist and went and saw him. Like, it was super easy, super fast. So like I said, like, if you feel something, literally just go get it checked out. Like, it's so easy. And like, when I tell you more about the story, you're going to be like, yeah, that's actually crazy how fast it all comes together. And so, yeah, that Monday, I go in at 4:00 and I tell him I failed a drug test in the NFL with HCG, which is ironic-ish. So when a woman has a pregnancy test, it's testing for the hormone HCG. So like a lot of men find out they have testicular cancer because they pee on their wife's pregnancy test to be funny, and it says positive.
Really?
Holy shit.
And so then
That's wild.
then they look it up, like, what did I like? Man fails or man passes pregnancy test, and then it shows like probably testicular cancer. So then they go to the doctor, and so I told him that, and he kind of told me that. He's like, yeah, and so we kind of like joked about it or whatever, and then he's like, yeah, check it out. And so he does the usual test, like feel, and he's kind of going through stuff and saying stuff, and then we sit down and he just goes, okay, and starts, kind of going over like how the procedure, like how everything would go through. Like, hey, if you were to have testicular cancer, you would, we'd want to get an ultrasound here in the next week or two, and then you'd want to do this. Have you noticed any like more swelling or anything? And I was like, no, none of that. And then kind of in the middle of the conversation, I was like, Doc, I appreciate it. I told you I play for the Broncos. Like, I failed this drug test. It's kind of like an urgent, like, this isn't like I have weeks to see. Like, I was like, just if you think I have above 50% chance to have testicular cancer, I just need you to tell me, because I'm going to call the team and get them involved today so I can like get this figured out. And he just like looked at me and my wife and he goes, I think there's at least a 95% chance you have cancer.
Just from
feeling it and then failing the test.
Right.
And and then we're just kind of sitting there and he's like, I don't want you to think that like it felt anything that you would have ever noticed. And I was like, I mean, yeah, I feel them all the time. Like my right one was smaller, but not like dramatically. And usually when someone has testicular cancer, it gets bigger and like balloons up. And so I'm like, okay, cool. Like, thank you. We walk out of that doctor. I'm on the phone with the team instantly. And then I get in my car at 4:40 and I'm at our team's urologist at 5:00, where the building just closed at 5. So I walk in, they give me an ultrasound, find out like 100% have it. Then we go sit in this doctor's office and like, I mean, now you're getting told you have cancer. And it's like, wait, I just played a football game yesterday. I know I failed the drug test. Now my agent is like calling the NFL to be like, hey, this is what he has now. Like, can you guys support this now?
Yeah.
And then it's like crazy, So now, the team's involved, meeting with the doctor, and then we kind of come to the conclusion like, hey, we're going to have surgery this like Friday morning. It's Monday afternoon. Well, we're playing Thursday night against the Raiders. And so like, for me, it was such a like relief to have an answer. Like, cause I just played the day before, the last 5-6 days, not knowing anything, not having any control over anything that's going on. And my biggest thing in life is like, if I know what a result of something is or like what needs to be done, I can take any path and like go through that path with like 100% optimistic attitude.
So you
and
have
like
peace of mind.
Yeah, be able to get through this. But like, if you don't know where you're going, like you don't know how to get through that.
Yeah.
And like, so once I had an answer, it was like, okay, cool, we got an answer. Let's just attack this thing at 100%. Like, I feel healthy and like, I feel like I'm going to do everything I can to attack this the right way. And like, that's how I'm going to go into this. So the first question I had to the doctor, I looked at him, I was like, can I play for it Thursday? And he was like, I mean, yeah, like if you want to. And I was like, all right, cool. I just needed you to be like, say that. Cause then in my head, I was like, cool. Once again, like if that's going to be my last game, now I know. And like, I can make sure like it's my last game. Like it's, the sport I've been playing since I was 6 years old. Like I love this thing. So if it was going to be my last one, at least now it's like, cool, it's going to be my own terms.
Yeah.
So I drive to the facility and I walk in. And so we kind of didn't want to tell everyone on the team yet. So it's our head, trainer, the GM, and then Sean and VJ come in. And so it's just the four of us, and the coaches don't know yet. And so they like sit down, and I'm like, yeah, like I got to tell you guys, like I have testicular cancer. I'm going to do surgery Friday. And really my question for you guys is like, one, can we just not tell anybody? And two, like, can I play still? And they were like, yeah, I mean,
That's a lot.
like a
boom,
crazy
yeah.
thing. Like my wife's in there. Like it was a lot. And they were like, yeah, like whatever you want, whatever's better for you. And so that's how we went about that week. And what was awesome with the team and the ownership and the Penners, like so then I'm doing all these tests all week. So all the guys on the team, like I haven't told anybody. And so I'm like Tuesday night I went and got scans, and Wednesday night I went and got scans. So I had like the iodine in your body, the full CT scan, just because usually when you have testicular cancer, the surgery goes like through. It's a full hernia surgery, and that's a 6 to 8 week recovery. And so obviously I didn't want to have to do that because that's 8 weeks of not playing. That's the end of the season. And so I had the CT scans going into it, and knew by Wednesday night going to the team hotel. So I'd gone to the CT scan and find out the results, like sitting there with the doctor, that like it hadn't left at least the spread yet. And it was just in my testicle. So like, which was a really good sign that I'd like be able to play football again.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so Thursday wasn't going to be the end all, but like still it could be. Like you never know with chemo because they don't really get to test the cancer until it's out. Like they just know it hasn't traveled yet, which is a good sign, but they don't know that like the type of cancer you have yet. So until they know the type of cancer, they can't tell you if it's traveled yet or not. So then but that was still a huge like check box. Like, hey, we're not doing chemo tomorrow, and we're not doing a full hernia surgery. They were like, we're going to take out as little as possible so you essentially could probably maybe come back this season. And so, yeah, wake up and, me and Eric talked about it before the show, like Thursday night after the game, which, we played the Raiders, like had a great game. And like,
I go down on the field normally after the game. I asked him, like, I think the Lakers were in town that weekend. I was like, do you want to shoot the free throw before the game? We're like, no, I kind of got something going on tomorrow.
And he like, and I'm just like not telling, and you could tell he was like, what, like you could just, whatever you're doing, I don't really care. Just like, you can just say yes or no. And then people are talking to my wife, like, oh, what are you guys doing this weekend? All the wives, like, it's fun. We just won. We're like,
tell Sam was a
Thursday
little
night.
like,
We're 10-1 or 10-2 or whatever. Like we're like legit. We're gonna have we're playing the Chiefs the next week, and then we're having a bye week. Like dudes are on cloud 9. And
because Sam was a little flustered. You could tell she was off after the game too.
Oh yeah, and she and let me tell you, through this whole thing, like me saying like, hey, I just want to play and like not talk about it anymore. So after that Monday night meeting with the coaches, I didn't do anything with the doctors. My wife did everything, scheduled everything, talked to everybody. So she knew everything that was going on with me. And I literally was like, I knew nothing, didn't want to know anything. I just wanted to play football. We called my parents in the car. We told them. She called hers, and I was like, she was like, I'll deal with everything. And so she's like, I mean, the strongest person like I've ever met, been around, because like, I mean, to take on that burden, but also like your husband has cancer, and like, the game he loves to play, like to be able to let me focus on that, to take care of our family, but also myself kind of mentally. And then for her to like take on all the, like, your husband has cancer. We have a 6-month-old. I don't know if he's going to have to do chemo. Like in her mind, she's like, my husband's going to die in the next few weeks. Or months. And to like be able to talk to the doctors that whole week and kind of get more answers than questions, like usually going through me. So like, it was like really cool. So also like marry a good person or a really strong person. Cause these are, through sickness and health, this is definitely, what they're talking about. And so she was awesome during that whole thing. It was like the greatest thing ever for me. And like, I found out like way after, she's like, yeah, I wasn't gonna ever like cry in front of you and tell you, like I had to be the one telling you what was wrong with you. And I'm like, yeah, I get like, and you just, not take it for granted at all, but it was just like really eye-opening experience, and like just how much I love my wife and how much she obviously loves me, and it means the literal world to have somebody like that in your corner. And so we go to bed Thursday night, and it was like Friday morning, get up and have surgery and get it removed. So go through the weekend, like, and for everyone that wants to know, needs to know, I don't know, they removed my right testicle. Like, it's so funny how many guys on the team, like, after I tell you the next part, we're like, yo, dude, so you have like, what, half a testicle? And I'm like, I took the whole thing out. And they're like so mind blown. And it was so funny. And so like the team still doesn't know. So we go to team meetings on Monday. And like now I'm so afraid to tell the team about it. Not because I had cancer, but because like I'm not going to be able to play this next weekend. And like I don't want to let them down. Like that was my biggest like fear, is like letting these guys down. And so we go to the team meeting on Monday. It's super normal. I don't know if anyone really noticed that like I was taking 2 stairs at a time, like kind of walking funny. Like, dude, the incisions were awful. Like, I mean, anyone that's ever had anything in their groin, surgery, it's horrible. And so like Sean Payton does his usual like Monday breakdown, and then he just literally looks at me and just goes, "Alex, you're up." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
I'm telling the whole team.
And like the whole team, like there's 6 people in there that know about it, and like so all these guys are like, "Oh, what is he about?" To talk about? And like I'll every once in like we do a Christmas thing, like Christmas bonus thing. I stand up and I'm like, "Hey guys, we're raising money for everyone in the building because we do like Christmas stuff. We do like so like I do a lot of that, or if there's like a PA meeting, like I do a lot of that stuff, but like." I stand up and I'm like, "Hey guys, so I had surgery Friday," and just kind of tell them the story. And it was like, because that was like the last like group of people I needed to tell, like once that was done, like everyone in my life knew, because I knew it was my decision in the end to like make it like public, because they could have just put you down as an illness. And I was like, well, I think this is like bigger than me. Like it's something we should talk about. Totally. Like, how we started this, like, I think dudes should care about themselves, and like it shouldn't be something that people are afraid to talk about, like, and like be comfortable talking about it. Like we talk about everything else. Like, why can't you talk about like, dude, I felt this weird bump on my like testicle. It's like, hey, dude, go to the doctor. Like, you need me to take you? I'll go with you. I don't care. And so that was me telling them and then going public. But it was so like just the love and support of the guys on the team was like the coolest thing ever. Like guys, like we had just signed Mercedes Lewis like 2 weeks before that, and he like came up to me and he was like, "Man, that's like the strongest thing I've ever heard somebody say in a team meeting. Like, if you need anything, like, I'm here for you."
And he's been in the league 20 years.
20 years. Like he didn't have to say anything to me. It's not like he didn't know me. Like, and but every single guy was like, "We'll do anything you need. Like, we love you." And so, and that was that. And then, obviously it came back, and it hadn't spread, and there wasn't anything in it that was going to at the time. So like, I didn't have any chemo or radiation that I had to do, which, obviously a huge blessing. And then the incision's healed, and
it was pretty remarkable. The turnaround, because what'd you miss? 2 weeks?
Just one.
So we had a bye week and
the
one
Chiefs,
game, right?
Yeah, it was the Chiefs game and then the bye,
Yeah.
which I would have been able. If the bye week would have been a game, I would have played. Like I was running the day. I ran the morning of the Chiefs game, so like I was trying to finagle a way to play for the Chiefs.
The Chiefs game,
and they were like, "Alex, we're not doing that."
So
but
at the end of the day, like all things considered, it couldn't have gone better. Like it couldn't have.
Yeah, it couldn't have gone better. Like I said, the blessing was the 2 drug tests, and then they even tracked it back. So before training camp, I had 0 markers. 2 weeks before, I had a little spike, but nothing crazy, and then it was over the limit. And so, like, if I didn't have that second one, he was probably like, you wouldn't have probably noticed for a while.
Yeah. End of
like
season,
for you to notice, for you to personally notice. I mean, it could.
And at that point, it probably would have spread.
Yeah, it would have spread, and like you usually would notice, like if like your liver feels funny, you pee blood. Like if your testicle wasn't getting enlarged, you're not really going to notice. And so, it was a crazy blessing. It was actually funny what game was it after? I think it was Thursday night, the Raider game. I had a drug test in my locker, and I literally looked at our like head trainer, and I was like, "I'm not doing this."
Yeah.
Like, we all do know I'm not taking this test, right? And he's like, "Yeah, go home." We like called Lombardo. He's like, he's like, "Hey, at least you guys know they're random now." Like, and I was like, "That's a good point." And he's like, "You might be the first player ever that we've like signed off on not having to do a drug test, because like you obviously were gonna fail." And so it was actually kind of funny. And then that next week, so my brother was at the game, and I did like a celebration, like holding. Like, how people usually do like the double nut?
Yeah.
I did a 1 nut. And it was on Amazon. It was like on Amazon Prime, and they like fully zoomed in on me doing it. And the NFL like reached out after the Monday, like the announcement, like the league and like stuff. They all came together and like released the joint statement that I was going to miss the week because of it. And they were like, "Wait, it's actually really funny. Like he was going to get suspended, or not suspended, but like fined for a sexual celebration."
Oh.
But they were like, "Yeah, we're not gonna." This is kind of more of an outreach celebration. Yeah, and so it's kind of, for me, I would say it's like obviously a huge a huge blessing, the scariest thing that's ever happened to me, and something that like I'm still processing, and I think it takes a long time to get comfortable even saying like, yeah, I had cancer, or like, you know, a lot of people are like, dude, you beat cancer, and like in my mind, it's like I had cancer for like 4 days,
Right.
like, so it's almost weirder, like, and I feel like I'm more in a position of like, let me talk about it and be the voice of like, this is what it can be for you. Don't let it get too far.
Yeah.
Like, don't be the guy that like you feel something for 6 months and like it takes until you can't put your pants on because your nut's so big that you're like have to go somewhere and say something. Dude, if it can be a 5-day thing if you get it figured out. And I had the worst part. You might go in, they just might be like, hey, you got a little bump on your testicle. It's whatever. Here, take this. Like, because it's like an infection that just happens in your body. Like, I had the worst case scenario where they take it out. You know what I mean? Like, that's as bad as it can get if you take care of it right away. There's like a 95% chance of, you know, testicular cancer like being curable, and then it's like 100% after that.
Yeah.
Like the numbers are crazy high if you get it diagnosed early. So like just
Well, the timing for you is crazy. Not only like a blessing to get like the drug test when you got it, but to miss one game because you got the surgery and then you missed a game, then you had a bye, then you came back. I mean, like just the timing.
I remember it
of
was
that is
everywhere.
crazy.
I remember you had a special. The next was that week you came back was like a Sunday.
Yeah, because we played Sunday night.
Yeah,
which was
It
crazy.
was like you got a whole thing. Yeah.
It was cool. What the league did, dude, I'm telling you.
And the way they showcased Sam too. Like, having her involved was
the coolest thing. Her and my doctor, like Dr. Ledgerwood, shout out. He's like the best. Like he's like a good friend now. Like we talk all the time. Like tell him anything that's happening in my life that's like positive. Just because like someone that, you know, is ready to go like off the deep end with you, like what those doctors do, like urologists, I mean, just any kind of doctor that goes through stuff like that. Like it's incredible what they go through on a daily basis. Have to sit down with somebody that like gets diagnosed with cancer and kind of go through like the entire like spiel of like, here's the worst thing that can happen. Are you and your wife going to try to have more kids in your life? Cause you might have to do this. Like, and it's stuff that like, turn of a switch, you have to do all these things. Like, it's not like you don't get like months to decide. Like if, you know, I found out like if I had to do chemo because of some stuff, like I would have started chemo like 2 weeks later. So like if you wanted to have more kids, you would have had to like do the sperm, like you got to do, and you just learn. And now, you know, I've learned there's certain kind of chemos that men have to get with testicular cancer or germ cell cancers that you go like blind. So now there's these pharmaceutical companies that like have drugs that like stop that from happening. But like there's so many things that I feel like none of us know about. And like it once again just comes back to like, dude, if you feel something, like don't wait, because you don't want to be, you know, someone that has to go through that. Like it's not fun. But yeah, that's what I mean. Shout out to Ledgerwood, because like doctors that like go through that and have to give those conversations every day and then go home to their families and just like have a regular life, I think is like
the way they compartmentalize things is just insane.
Incredible. And then it was so cool that, you know, the NFL did that for like my wife. Like I said, like, you know, I could tell that story all day, but the fact that they did for her and gave her like that platform, because like she deserves that more than anything. Like I feel like I battled it my way and she got to do it her way, which is really special. And then it got to be highlighted as well. And then the coolest thing, you know, I said like my teammates reaching out, but dude, we'd be in the middle of games and guys would be like, dude, I'm so happy you're back. He's like, it sucks to play against you, but man, I'm like so happy that you're healthy.
Oh, guys from the other team.
Yeah, guys from other teams. Like it was the coolest thing. And it was all season. And even like guys reach out, you know, all the time. Like it really is the coolest thing. And it is like a fraternity of like players, but you never really feel like it is because you don't know. But like guys all the time are just like, dude, that is the craziest thing, but I'm just so happy you're healthy. And like, and it's just, you know, it just means so much, like how much bigger this game is than just a game. And so that was like the coolest part.
The awareness you're bringing, I mean, I'm going to touch my balls a lot more now, you know what I mean? Even more than I do. Like the awareness you're bringing around, and just that segment, you know, on Sunday Night Football, like that was huge. Millions of dudes watching that. Like it's crazy, you know? So it's so cool.
Yeah, it was funny too. I, you know, did an interview with Adam Schefter like before the playoffs, and they're like, hey, so like before I go in, they're like, hey, you know, you can't say like nuts and balls and stuff on, you know, TV. And I'm like, well, how else do you say it? Like, what do you want to call them? Like,
testes?
Dude, you can't say like anything. And so like I would just keep saying it. I'm like, dude, if they're gonna have to edit it however they want. And eventually the dudes are like, I mean, we're just gonna, you have to have it because, and it's also like kind of fuck you. Like it's a good awareness.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
you should. What are they? Like you want me to say my testes? Like it sounds kind of funny. Like your ball. Everyone says balls and nuts. Like you meet like a 4-year-old and they're like my nuts, my balls. Like it's funny. So like you should be comfortable with saying it. And I think
everyone can relate to that.
Yeah,
exactly.
And that's like half of it is like. It would just be, I'd go to these interviews and they'd be like, we're going to have to change nuts and balls. And it's like, why? Just, that's what they are. Like, say them.
100%.
But so, yeah. But it's good.
Crazy
and, like,
story, man.
Yeah.
Crazy story.
So are you doing anything this month for like campaigning for?
Yeah. I'm actually flying down to Austin. They're doing a march. Nads is like a cotton underwear company. And so they're doing a cool collaboration with the Testicular Cancer Awareness Foundation. So I'm going down there with them and we're doing like a march and cotton underwear to like their state capital. So that'll be fun.
That's fun.
Yeah. And, I'll do some more things kind of, it's, I guess, my first time doing it. So it's
First April, yeah.
Yeah. And I know, Los Dos, people in the Denver area does a lot for testicular cancer. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. Danny Ramirez is the absolute best. And, he's also a testicular cancer survivor. And so they do a lot for TCAF, which is the Testicular Cancer Awareness Foundation. And so, yeah, I'm sure we'll be doing something this month. But if not, just go to Los Dos. It's awesome anyways. But, yeah, so.
That's cool.
Yeah, doing anything I think it's cool. I'm also going to St. Jude's Children's Hospital with Rich Eisen to do like his, obviously St. Jude's is like all childhood cancers. But, anything. Like at this point, how much I've learned about like testicular cancer, which is a 95%, survival rate, like. I can only I learn more every day about other cancers and stuff. And it's like anything you can do. I mean, just go to the doctor once a year and just get checked. And that's the other thing about this whole thing. Like when I'm like preaching, get checked, all this stuff, like as someone who has a way higher % chance of my other testicle, ball, nut, whatever we're calling them.
You could say whatever here.
Getting cancer, like I don't have to check it all the time. It's like, hey, once a month, just when you're in the shower, like just give it a good feel and circle. Like just make sure it feels like it's a smooth round ball,
Every morning.
Like if it feels like a golf ball. If it feels like a golf ball, you're in trouble. Don't have dimples in your You want a lacrosse ball down there, Make sure it's nice and smooth.
That's good.
And yeah, but it's literally like not that like obviously, tell your wives, every day. But it's just, checking them out. And so, yeah. And your whole body, like if you feel lumps and stuff in your neck and your lymph nodes. Like
something doesn't feel right, go get checked.
Yeah. And do a physical once a year.
Yeah.
And I guess a transition out of that, because you obviously have another passion supporting the Special Olympics. Are you going to be doing your cornhole tournament?
Oh,
again this summer?
yes. Cornhole is going to be posted this week or next week, but it's going to be May 29th. So.
Okay.
Oh, sweet.
Everyone get their minds
we'll probably
right.
have to get a couple teams.
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
playing that.
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah, you were out of town.
So last year we did our first annual So I partnered with Special Olympics and did a cornhole tournament, and it was awesome. Like these guys, Eric came out, and it was really cool. I thought there'd be like 10 teams. Dude, a company came out. Set up. It was like 60 teams. Yeah, it was 60 teams. Wow. We raised $16,000 in less than a month of like planning and like.
We brought some of the Avs boys out there.
That's awesome.
It was awesome. Got a bunch of good stuff. Really from Eric for the Avs Nuggets, like to give away. We had signed balls. I had signed jerseys from the team. So yeah, hopefully it's bigger and better this year. We had a beer garden. Like it was a ton of fun, and 100% of the proceeds go to Special Olympics. Like. I don't even have an LLC. This is like 100% like through Special Olympics, for Special Olympics. Like
it's awesome.
No one's making $1. Cool. And yeah, my thing in like, and now the more I learn, like I already told my wife too, like if there's a toll road, I'm always taking it. Like stuff like I'm not sweating the small things anymore. If there's traffic, I'm passing it. You know what I mean? Like I'm skipping all that stuff because like you only get to do this one time. Like I'm gonna be a 50% tipper most of the time at dinner. Like people. Like give back to the people that do a lot in this world. So for me, it's like Special Olympics, kids going through cancer, other people that just need someone to talk to going through cancer. Waiters and waitresses that are trying to, get on one or two legs, to get moving to what they want to do in life. And so like that's the stuff that matters to me. It's like, give back and just like enjoy the ride.
Like you and I were talking this week about like I've been going to a couple Special Olympics events because my now girlfriend works for a company that they're the #1 backer of Special Olympics, SoCo or Colorado.
Yeah.
And you just did the polar plunge for the first time, right?
Yeah,
this
year.
past weekend.
Yeah.
And like me going to some of these events, like you see the joy, like them playing basketball, like brings to their face, and it's just like, man, we have it so good,
So good.
and it's so easy
good
to
point.
like get involved and give back. And like I was asking you about like getting involved, maybe like coming to a practice for the football team this year.
Yeah.
Like I want to get involved and help them out.
Yeah.
This year, the joy it brings is incredible.
Oh, there's nothing better. There's not like my older sister, for people doing it, my older sister has Down syndrome. So like even through this whole thing with like, and why I feel like I live like an optimistic, like I play a sport for a living and I watch my sister and her friends my entire life compete in Special Olympics and like see people who aren't as athletic as I am compete in sports and give everything they have and just smile through every adversity. And I'm like, there's no way in my life that I can't do that. Like if I watch you guys do that every single day, why I can't do that. And that's why I tell everyone, like if you've never been to a Special Olympic event, never volunteered, like go to one for 5 minutes and you'll be like, I'm a terrible person because you just right. And I'm not even saying like you could be the best person on this planet and you'll feel that way because just like the people with intellectual disabilities competing in sports and literally you just see the joy. It like when people talk about like you can like feel someone's vibe in a room, like I've never like, I would never say I feel like I've walked in a room and feel like someone's like a horrible person, but man, you walk into a Special Olympic event, you feel like this energy of like joy and passion like you've never
like
felt
the
before.
Bad person.
Yeah. Like I feel like you can almost like feel it coming off you. Like there's nothing better. And like it was the first thing I realized when I moved out of like left home was like when I hadn't been around a Special Olympic event or my sister in a lot of time, like you almost felt like a worse person. And then you like get back around and it's like the first thing I do any city I've ever been to is like reach out to Special Olympics, whatever it is. And like, I'm all in for, I'm like, whatever you guys need or want, I'm all there for you guys.
Cool. That's cool.
And yeah, so anyone that has a chance and yeah, that's what the cornhole tournaments literally to raise money just to give back to them. And because it's so important, obviously it's, a lot of people who, can't work and do a lot of things, but Special Olympics gives them a lot of opportunities to do that and then also still compete in sports because I think it's something that everyone can relate to, brings people together. And yeah, dude, they have also a couple golfers that are scratch golfers.
Really?
That, you guys should have on and play with because it's like the Colorado dudes, the Team Colorado Special Olympic dudes are sticks. Like, talk shit sticks too.
Yeah.
They're like,
really?
Oh, dude.
Who's the guy with Down syndrome that we sponsored?
I've seen that kid, younger kid.
Yeah, he's a good player.
Yeah,
he's like a 3 handicap.
Yeah.
And he's got Down syndrome. Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny you talk about the talking shit part. Like the basketball game I went to, there's this one guy that his name's Mikey Parker, plays on this team. And he like gets so physical. He gets fouled. He's cussing out the ref. And I'm like, bro, team up.
Team up.
And then like some kids, like their money, every shot goes in. Like one guy's like Jokic, and like and it goes in every time. Like this is incredible.
It's incredible. Or you're the kids that like score and don't even. They just like it just goes in and just walk away.
Celebrate like
Another day at the
made
office.
the shot.
Yeah.
And it's an air ball.
Yeah.
It's like that's awesome.
Yeah.
It's the best. There's nothing better.
More of those.
And I think in June the Special Olympics does a big state games competition down in Grand Junction.
Yeah, it's huge state games this year, and then this year is actually the U.S. games in Minnesota, which is really cool. That is like I think it's gonna be on TV. I'm pretty sure it's on like ESPN this year, which is sick that they're getting like the recognition that they deserve because the athletes are good.
There are
Like I
some
said,
good ones,
I mean, you've
Yeah.
3 handicap, and he's probably not even like qualified to make that. Like, it's, it's really cool. Like
That's true.
That's crazy.
like how incredible and like how many levels Special Olympics has. It's just,
Yeah.
I mean, it's so inclusive. Like that. I mean, that's their whole thing is inclusion, right? And so it's just, I think it's the greatest thing in the world.
That's really cool.
That's super cool. Super cool.
Well, you were talking about obviously giving some advice around getting checked and stuff like that, but kind of segueing into something else. So we have a segment called Caddy Advice. So if you could give some advice, could be life related, football, anything like that. Would it be to get yourself checked, or what would be your caddy advice?
Oh, I mean, 100% feel your.
I feel like it's got to be that, right? After that, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, and
You
then
got to have some good life advice.
yeah, and then I watched that Plastic Detox on Netflix the other day, right? So
What was that?
Just listen to that girl on Rogan.
What
Dude.
is that?
I'm not
Plastic
familiar.
detox?
I guess we're just full of plastic. So,
Oh.
dude, they had like 5
Endocrine
couples.
disruptors. Yeah.
Yeah,
couldn't
5
get-
couples couldn't get pregnant, and like 4 of them did after 70 days of like reducing their plastic use.
Really?
Yeah,
Joe Rogan had her on, and he said this chef in Austin who he likes, he's a sushi chef. He went in, and his T levels were like 50. And he had all this endocrine disruptors. He cut out plastic completely, and 4 months later, it went to 1,100.
Wow.
Yeah, because he had so much plastic and endocrine disruptors, and the sushi resin, puts cellophane over all the sushi, and he cuts in plastic cutting board, and so he changed it all.
I guess you do notice that when they do cut
crazy.
the sushi, they leave the cellophane on it.
So is there a way to detox or like get it out of your system, or do you just have to stop?
Bro,
you know what I mean? Like,
everything, like your coffee
That's what I
at
mean,
home is
yeah, it'd be
awful.
so
Like, don't use
hard.
the Keurig cups. Like, those are awful.
Well,
for
even
you.
like the cold brew that you buy at a store is in a plastic.
Yeah,
everything is.
No, I
But-
guess there's a website, and we should. I mean, before I caddied this up, there was a website
Yeah,
the
it's
lady talks
called,
about that can like fix everything.
something I was looking at it yesterday. I gotta pull it up. It's like plastic.
I have to watch the show.
It was really cool. It's on Netflix. It was like really like
I have to start that
wow.
tonight.
Like it made me like like all your
Here,
containers.
Look,
at
I had
home.
it up. The plastic detox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was, dude. It was really cool to learn about, and it's like,
Yeah.
obviously, like I feel good and all that, but like, how much better can we all
Yeah,
feel?
could you feel? Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a good one.
That is kind of crazy.
Feel your balls, cut out plastics.
Yeah.
You can't come away with anything today. That is what it is.
Yeah. Well, we have one that's a little more lighthearted. So it's called Dream Foursome. If you could play with 3 other people dead or alive for a round of golf, who would it be?
I mean, can we do the full mugshot one that's been going through?
Did you see my story? Is that what you did?
I mean,
Did
is
I
there anything
motivate
better
you?
than the Scotty Tiger and John Daly? Like, I mean, but that's an ideal foursome pre or post DUI, right? I think that's probably pre, right? Because you still want them to be drinking.
Yeah, exactly.
I think Tiger will have to pop pills to play around. So.
Yeah.
I mean, that's.
But
very
no,
true.
I really do think like that. I mean, like I said, I've literally followed Tiger and Scotty playing that day at the Masters. I think that was one of the coolest days of my life. I think like maybe like Arnold Palmer when he was like young would be super cool. They would be. But then, you guys, day with the boys and a 6-pack. Like,
Yeah, there we go.
Debate.
That's a first, the boys.
The boys.
Yeah, I haven't heard that one yet.
the boys are part of your.
There we go.
Like, having to get to know somebody on a golf course, that's a long day.
It is.
Sometimes, you start a little birdie juice and a couple beers.
And you see the high highs and the low lows out on
Yeah.
the golf. That's a good point. You can really get to know somebody on a course, man.
You can. You go through a lot. In a
Yeah,
round,
you do.
know?
go through a
The
lot.
ups and
Go
downs.
through a lot.
A lot of emotions come out.
That's so true.
Definitely a lot of emotions.
Yeah. So we got another segment called First Swing. How did you get in golf? Obviously, you said you're super passionate about Tiger, watching him grow up. Like, how did you get into golf?
Yeah, so my dad golfed his whole life before us. And so, when my sister was born, I think my parents had to, make a kind of a tough decision. Like, because back then, you didn't like know if your kids had Down syndrome or not. So like my dad, you hear the stories about your dad being good at golf or whatever. And so like supposedly he was good at golf. And so he kind of talked about it our whole lives. And, and the only reason I know we even went and played golf at all is I had like a putter that was like 8 inches. Like, so I had obviously gone with him. He got it cut by somebody. So like when he had a son, like we went and golfed. But then, I got 2 other siblings. So at some point, I'm sure he was like, I can't get up at 5 a.m. and golf anymore to get by. And so he kind of gave it up. But we watched it every weekend it was on. And when I was, obviously young, I was like, this is the most boring sport I've ever watched. It was like Sunday naps,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as I got older, it was like, you fall in love with the game and like more and more. And, then eventually it was like, you go out like some buddies, were good at golf. We're like, hey, you want to go? And it was like, you just kind of trickle your way in. And I would say like, as a casual 110 player, it's not the easiest sport to like go out there and want to play. Like it's intimidating, I think sometimes. And so it was, just getting out there and like knowing that you can just enjoy, like I said, with the boys, like who cares how you play as long as you pick up
No
your
one
ball
cares.
and like hit the next one.
Exactly.
And so, yeah, that's how I like fell in love with the game was just like, through my dad, obviously sitting there watching, like seeing his love for it. And then, literally playing with the boys made it. It makes it the greatest thing ever. I think
It really is tough to beat.
dude. Yeah,
It's a good
We
time.
hear that so much. People are like, yeah, I'm just not very good, so I'm kind of like nervous to play. But like Nick always says, no one gives a shit. As long as you're not crazy slow and
Yeah, pace
being
of
a
play.
jackass
Yeah,
or whatever.
Yeah.
No one really cares. I feel like everyone's so focused on themselves.
Yeah.
It makes me feel better about my game. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So,
No one really cares.
No.
No
Like
one
even when I
cares.
think back to like when we've played, I can't remember any bad shots you've hit. I'm sure there's been some.
You never. That's
Oh, I can't remember every single one.
Yeah, well, he doesn't get to finish rounds very often.
More of the spotlight effect, right? You always think everybody else is like, but they're concentrating on their game.
Yeah,
mean,
I
it's
literally
like,
can't think of one bad shot.
Exactly. Yeah.
And if you are like
One good shot.
really bad,
I remember one good one, hole 3 at Red Rocks. Remember that?
Yeah, I do
like,
remember
counted to
that.
the right. I don't know why I remember that.
I very much. That might be my greatest.
I think
shot
I
of
was
all
just
time.
shocked. I was
Yeah,
so
fucking
shocked.
yeah.
But I always say, dude, play with someone that's like decently good, and they usually help you through it too.
Oh, yeah.
Like that makes it even better. Like golf is such a like unselfish sport and the most selfish possible sport there is.
Yeah.
Like you would think it's like just a bunch of like dudes yelling at you, like you see on Instagram, like someone yelling at you for hitting a ball into them. Like
Yeah.
I feel like that just doesn't happen
No.
when
No,
you're
it's so
golfing.
true. You're right. I've never thought about how the way like other people celebrate when you get a birdie. You make a long putt. You
Yeah.
get an incredible drive.
Most of the
Like, it
time,
is
your
really
boys
cool.
celebrate more than
Yeah,
you.
yeah, they do.
100%.
Yeah.
No, that's what me and Justin Simmons say it all the time because we're like, he's a little better than I am, but like, we're always like, dude, you always play with the kickers and punters. Like, always play with people better than you because they'll like help you through stuff. Or at
so
least you can
classic.
like just start playing, you know, a scramble off their ball. And like, me and him sometimes have been like, where we're the better guys and we're like, dude, this sucks. Like, we need to like find our way out of this issue.
That's funny.
That's great.
And like you do get so much better, like you said, when you play with good people. Not only just because
Yeah.
they can help you, but I think you just see what they do,
Yeah.
and you're kind of like, okay, I'm thinking about this wrong. Like it definitely helps you playing with good players.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I got a question for you because the Masters are coming up here pretty soon. Who do you got? Who do you got this year in the Masters?
Dude, you know what? I want Bryson to win one.
Ooh, okay.
Like, you
Kind of
know,
like that pick.
he's
his
so.
odds
I feel like he's so close. He's probably be high. His odds are always pretty
I
high.
think he's top 5. I would
He's
say.
never played well there.
No,
Remember
he
he like
doesn't.
shit on Augusta and was like, oh,
Well, wasn't he
yeah.
in the running
Last year,
and then fell apart?
last year he was on day 3 going into
Yeah.
4 was.
Oh wow.
Then he completely fell
Yep.
apart.
Yeah, he called Augusta short.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then has been destroyed ever since.
just cursed.
Which makes sense. But like, I mean, you gotta always think Scotty's gonna win.
I saw today he's the favorite by like an instant.
Is he?
I mean,
Yeah, it's like +1.
It doesn't even like make sense to bet on him.
No, exactly.
It literally doesn't even make sense.
He's damn near even money.
It's crazy.
Scotty's plus 405.
Yeah.
Bryson's
That's not bad.
plus 1,075. So
So is he
10 to
second?
1. He's
I think
fourth.
Rory's second.
Rom,
John Rahm.
Rom.
McElroy, Bryson, then Xander, Oberg, Cam Young, Tommy Fleetwood. Kind of goes down. So,
I haven't
I
decided
like the
yet.
Bryson pick.
I
Yeah.
haven't decided yet.
Yeah, I think he's won twice recently, right?
Yeah.
He's been playing well.
Yeah, he
their
has.
3-day tournaments are
Yeah, a little different.
less
a little
time on the
different.
body.
Yeah, not as many people.
And I guess before we get out of here, I got to ask a little reality television question. Since you're boys with West, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on
shit!
Me and Nick don't know reality TV.
what
is that?
What are your thoughts on
Are we
West and
starting a new
Amanda?
pod right
now?
Yeah,
I was gonna say, hold
This
on
is
a
the
minute.
clickbait version.
Here we go.
Who's
Let's
West?
go, boys.
It's a whole thing right
West
now.
Wilson? Oh, West and
You don't watch
Amanda.
Summer House?
Oh, West and Amanda
bro.
are taking over Instagram right
Dude,
now.
it's everywhere. I can't get away from it, man. My
No, you
explore
can't get
feed
away.
is
Dude,
No,
it's
it's
disgusting.
everywhere.
I've actually never seen anything like this.
No,
except-
it's
What happened?
Sandoval, Scandoval.
I don't
but not
think
that
it's that big,
No,
'cause
I
they
don't either.
weren't
not. People
technically
want it
stay
to
out
be
of
though.
it.
They want it to be that
They're
big.
all single people.
They were
first.
just, I was going to say
Let's
they were
start from
single
Yeah,
when this happened.
and yeah, I mean, West is my boy. I sent him the text, like, dude, because you see it come out, and like,
Can we
my
FaceTime him?
my
Get him
wife's a
on.
reality like TV person, and so like, I come in, I was like, I'd watch Love Is Blind, like, but that was it. And then, we get together 5 years ago, and all of a sudden now, dude, I've watched all New
You
York,
were
I've
down
watched
the
all
rabbit
Beverly
hole.
Hills, I've watched everything. Like, I mean, we're Mormon Wives, like, everything. And so now I'm all in. Like, I know all Summer House, I know Southern Charm. Like, dude, if you watch Bravo, I'm all in.
That's crazy.
is crazy.
All in.
Me
Dude,
and Nick are
'cause
looking at each other like, what the fuck's happening?
I'll say that, well, I don't want to.
And it sucks you in.
It does, but if this what we're talking about right now is it's a whole thing with like so a woman and a man who are popular on the show, Amanda and Kyle, got divorced, and Wes was like really good friends with Amanda and Kyle, and then was dating this girl named Sierra.
Sierra, yep.
They all
And
live in a house
they
together.
all live in a house
Thursday to
together.
Sunday
And-
over the summer.
And Sierra and Amanda are best
Best friends. And basically, long story short, Wes started dating Amanda, kind of from what we understand.
I think while trying to rekindle things with Sierra.
I don't know. I didn't watch this season, but it's very dramatic.
Sounds riveting.
Very reality TV drama.
It's very reality TV
And then
drama,
it's
but
come out a little bit that
It's for the algo.
But then it's also come out maybe that Wes had like a girlfriend in Chicago this whole time, and it's been interesting on the internet to say the least.
Very. And
But that was your roommate?
yeah, it's my roommate in
Are
college.
you still
world,
friends with
yeah.
him?
So-
Like, do you talk to
yeah.
him? Is it like, hey, is this real life or is this all
Did he
just
play
like
ball?
Yeah,
Did he play
drama?
ball? Oh.
Yeah, he played safety. Yeah, yeah. No, yeah. So I like texted him yesterday, and like, cause he said Scandival, which was this whole thing in Vanderpump Rules, where this dude which is way different.
Way different.
He was living with this girl for 10 years and told his girl he was living with for 10 years to record his rock star set, and she sees on his camera roll her best friend having sex with him.
Yeah.
So so
In
they're
their house, I think,
in
too.
their
It's like,
like why
This is
her
not your buddy.
no, this
this
is
is
another
Tom
guy.
Sandoval. Yeah,
and
this
so
is a
they're
different
comparing
thing.
my buddy to this dude. So
it's
like,
not
It's not
and
even
you got to
close.
know these Bravo fans, reality TV fans are. I mean, dude, you can ask me questions. I'm all in. These people are 15 steps ahead of me, and so they come after you. Like they're rewatching episodes. Like they're saying
Really?
Wes, touch her hand here. Look at you can tell they
Yeah,
like
dude,
each other.
did you
Seen
see
it
that?
all
clip?
It's
over.
crazy. And
Did
so
they
like
kiss
Like
right
that
here?
last
Yeah.
episode when she walks out and she's like,
Yeah.
he just touches her arm, and so they're all in, which is odd. Trust me, I'm all in. I get it. I'm all in. And so I texted him this morning. Or yesterday. And I'm like, hey, dude, I just want to let you know, I love you. Whatever happens here, you're
I'm
still my
here.
friend. I may not rep
Test
you.
your balls, make sure you're safe.
Listen,
Yeah.
I went through some shit, and those texts mean a lot. I will say, I went through some shit in paradise, and I had some of my boys, and I had one of my college roommates one time be like, "Bro, I almost got in a fist fight with the girl at the grocery store defending you." I was like, "I love you." I was like, "Thank you," but I think Wes is now call this whatever you want to, but I think Wes is actually going to be okay.
That's what I said earlier.
Amanda
Amanda
is
looks
gonna
bad.
Brood, dude. She's
Because this was supposed to be
She's
the
gonna get
summer
this
of
straight.
Amanda.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
this was
yeah.
her.
Summer of
right?
Amanda.
The summer of Amanda.
Sorry, we took over
Amanda.
this episode. Sorry, boys.
Amanda's
We're gonna watch about plastics tonight. You guys catch up on Summer House.
Yeah, you guys got a lot. You think the hour that they're gonna spend is gonna be a lot?
Oh man,
You
that
have
is
10
funny.
seasons to catch up on the
I
current.
will not be catching up on the 10 seasons of Amanda.
And honestly, I would tell you to start with the Mormons. That
My
might
wife
be where to
watches
start.
that show.
Nobody's more excited about this whole drama with than Taylor Frankie Paul, because just for a minute, and Tiger Woods,
yeah.
It's safer, yeah.
and Taylor
Yeah.
Frankie Paul are so excited about this other drama happening right now because it's taking all the headlines.
And I shot you a screenshot this weekend. That was funny.
Yeah, you did. Taylor Frankie Paul started following.
I don't understand why.
So random.
Oh,
Get her on the pod?
I know who she is.
Get her on the pod.
Can we get
Bring
her
her.
on?
Get her on the
golf-
pod.
Well, no, you know
TFC,
what
come on.
happens? No, well, I don't know if you've discussed it, but you were a single man for a long time, and once you get taken, the girls
That's
come out of the
true.
woodworks and
That's
want you. So maybe
I like
this
a
is
girl
what
with
this
a good right punch.
This is the.
Good choke.
Like little Superman.
You want to be the fourth
That's
baby
baby
dad?
random. He sent me that, and I was like,
The fourth.
Damn. Well,
This way.
on that note, I
That was
think
a
you
great
got.
pivot, though. We went reality TV, brought it back to Tiger Woods there for a second. Mormon Wives, that was perfect. That was closed course.
We lost
there,
these
baby.
two.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm done.
You lost us
out.
two with talking kids the
I'm
first
out.
half. So
yeah, that's true.
Well, dude, thanks for coming on. Where can the audience find you as far as socials and all that fun stuff? I don't know.
Yeah, Alex Singleton, 49 on most of them.
Okay, and then you'll be promoting your
Yes,
Special Olympics
everything.
cornhole.
Yeah,
have a
Special
date?
Olympics
Do you have a
cornhole.
date for the
Yeah,
cornhole
that'll be
event?
May 29th.
Oh,
for
so
sure.
coming up
Yeah,
quick. Okay,
date
cool.
is for sure. Stuff is coming out. We're setting it up right now. We just picked maroon shirts, so they're gonna be sick. But it's really fun. Everyone can play cornhole. I think that's the best part about it.
Yeah.
It's inclusive.
Cool.
That's the whole message
Yeah.
from Special Olympics. So.
let us know how we can support
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the inside, and
Yeah.
I'll obviously support again with
for
items.
Sure. Yeah. So yeah, everybody go follow them. Keep up to date with all that and touch your balls. All that over and over. Wow, we timed that perfect. April is fucking just
Yeah,
awareness
yeah.
month.
It was
Yeah.
perfect.
Nailed
Perfect
it.
timing.
Nailed it. Cool, man. Well, thanks so much. Appreciate it, Alex.
Thank you guys.
Thanks, everybody.
Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and we'll see you next week.
I'm spending money like I just got paid. $100 bills, tell them keep the change. Come on. And pop a bottle, about to make it rain. Let me give you something now to celebrate. Come on. And if you're wondering why I move the way I do, I I just feel so good, good, good. Oh, 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 I just feel so good. I see the world through my thrift store shades, rose-colored lenses and a fake gold frame. Come on. Playing old rock songs on an air guitar, posing for your picture like a superstar. Yeah, come on. And if you're wondering why I move the way I do, I just feel so good, good, good. Oh, 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 I just feel so good. If you feel it, just dance along. Keep the feeling going on and on. If you feel it, just dance along, dance along, dance along. Yeah. If you feel it, just dance along. Got to keep the feeling going